Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are meeting for a very interesting session on redefining the hiring with social recruitment. So I can see the numbers floating up. It's so interesting to understand that in the evening, 5 o'clock, we still have many interested people who are looking for certain good opportunities and good learning of social recruitment. We have Mr. Yogesh ji with us, but before starting, let me just take you all towards the digital HR community. I would like to share few of the interesting, pointers what digital HR is and what we are doing. Just a sec. Let me just share my screen with you. I think it's visible on the screen. Yeah. So we represent the parent company of ours is InnoServe group of companies under which digital HR, the purple patch, the purple circle which you are seeing is representing the community for human resource professionals. The first round circle in the extreme left, you are seeing the SMX, which is the sales and marketeers communities. Then comes the ASMA, which is the leading community in academia. And lastly, the ADMH, which is the leading community of healthcare. Digital HR, the community platform for HR professionals. So Digital HR is a community of HR professionals which is aiming for digital transformation and innovation in HR practices. It is a community focused on digital transformations of HR services and processes brought to you by Subgroup. The digital HR community aims to help the HR professionals learn, understand, and use the digital technology to drive business objectives in HRs. So why digital HR? As the world experiences an accelerated shift towards the use of digital technologies, digital HR helps the HR professionals to unlock their capabilities and drive business goals to stay ahead on the curve by bringing people together for learning, knowledge sharing, collaborating, and networking. The benefits is that the community has close to 8,000 plus HR professionals in our network, and its outreach and aims to cater all stakeholders in the HR sector, including the leadership teams, from CEOs to MDs, the chairmen, the key decision makers, HR professionals, employees. So this, I have already explained what digital HR is, that we are also transforming and bridging the gap between the corporate and the HR professionals task in digital employer branding as well. These are the few glimpses of digital HR webinars which we have done in past. This slide shows you the master classes opportunities which we have done, the paid format one. Our portal also offers you an excellent platform to showcase your initiatives. We publish your articles, we publish news, blogs. So whatever things, if you want that needs to be shared with the HR community, Right for Us is one of the tab on digital HR portal, which you can click and you can share all the things which you want to share. It will be scrutinized, edited, and then the selected items will be published. So if you can take a screenshot of the screen, which makes you an easy access to navigate through the digital HR portal and the social media handles. The last slide shows the leadership team of digital HR community. It has been led by Rahul Jain. He's the MD of InnoServe Group. We have Ritesh D, who is the director of InnoServe Group and the digital HR community. And myself, Chandan Anand. I'm the vice president of InnoServe Group and digital HR. So that was about the digital HR. Now, today is the session where we are, meeting and getting united to understand and hear from Mr. Yogesh Sharma ji, who is the speaker for the session today. Let me introduce our eminent speaker for the day. He is the director of Scale on Technologies And Yogesh Kumar Sharma ji is the globally renowned talent acquisition coach, with over 17 years of work experience in the field. He has so far conducted more than 200 sessions to shape the career of HR professionals. He is an ex-global head talent acquisition at Thomas Cook Group of companies, Palladium Global, and Sakal Media Group. So, with such richness of his experience, now today we are here to hear him live about the topic of the day: redefining the hiring with social recruitment. Over to you, Yogesh Sharma.
Hey, thank you, Chandan. Good to hear that Sakal Media from you. You also worked with Sakal before, so this is long back. But thank you for having me here. Thank you for introducing me so nicely. When you are being introduced, you really get to know what all you have done so far. So it's almost 17 years over here. So thank you. Hey, hi all. How are you? I hope all of you are pretty live and pretty active on your laptop, computers. Those who are on your mobile, that's okay. We'll be doing certain exercise. You will be doing that on your mobile. But if you are here, if you can hear me, why don't you just give me a hi on your on the chat window, so that I know that you all are here and I'll be having a quite two-way communication together. Hey, hi Priya, hi Abhishek, hello Ruby, hey Gurpreet, Dinesh, Gaurangi, Neelam, Madhuri, Sagar, Amit, Achal, Neha, Harsh, Hariharan, Aparajita, Naila. Wow, good to see you all. Hi Beena, hey Kapil, hello Shruti, hello. Why so many of you? Janki, I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone. Ketan, thank you that you are here. Thank you for saying hi. I'm sure we are all here together. We're going to spend another 1 hour together. So this workshop is about social recruiting. I really want you to understand better. I want to know who you are. So before we start, I would like to run a quick poll so that I know that what kind of experience you have, what background you have. Just quick 4 questions. So I'm just launching one poll. I hope that would be visible to you on the screen. Guys, whenever you are not able to hear me and whatever I'm saying that is not visible to you, please just put it on a chat window, okay? So that I know that something is not working right. I hope all of you can see a poll on your screen, right? Can I say some yes on chat window? Chandan, I hope is it visible, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it's visible. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Janki. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Arianan. So, guys, I just want you to quickly answer this. We'll run it for 30 seconds so that I know who you are. And I'm sure now you know me a little. Okay, I've started getting the responses. I'll share these results with you as well. Okay, so 20% of you have voted so far. Okay, another 20 seconds, guys. Come on, just 30 of you have voted. I would like to see at least 50 votes. Yep, 10 seconds more. Okay, that's pretty cool. You're coming up. Yep, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope all of you have voted by now. That's great. I'll just end the poll. Okay, I'll share these results with you so that you all also know a little about each other. We are almost 70 here, maybe more than 70 actually. So I can see majority of you are with coming up with 2+ year of work experience. That's pretty cool. So I see some of you are a little fresher, but that's okay, guys. Doesn't make a difference. This is something very new. I saw a lot of very, very senior folks who are struggling with it. So no worry, right? I see that you want to explore more into recruitment. Some of you want to kickstart your career. Perfect. And I also see that you heard about this workshop by email. Okay, guys. So I think that's the first learning we have for the day. Never underestimate the power of email, right? As a recruiter, sometimes we think that it's all social media and email is a thing of past. But I think we all know how effectively these mass email works. If you do it really right, that's also important. But that's cool. I see majority of you heard about this on email, but some of you heard it about on Facebook, LinkedIn, and in other ways as well. So I see that a couple of you know Boolean search. Very good. That's really great. And majority of you know job portal recruitment, and I see half of you knows LinkedIn recruitment as well. That's great, guys. So I think we have a set of little advanced recruiters here. So we're gonna work like that. So friends, I'm Yogesh. I'll be sharing my screen now, and we have a very short time here. So learning goes on. It never stops, right, Chandan? There's a lot that we all need to learn as a recruiter. Even I learn whenever I do workshop. I think I've done more than 200 such workshops with recruiters so far, right? And even now when I do this, every time I get something new here. So that's great. Pradeep, you didn't get to see the poll. Okay, no worry, but fine. Now I know you well as a group. So that's cool. I hope you all can hear me. If not, let me know on the chat window. Okay, so here, friends, I will very quickly gonna share my screen. And if you all can see my screen, do let me know. I'm sharing my presentation here. I hope you can see my presentation. Okay, so what's a Gurpreet, Pradeep, Ketan, can you see my screen, Priya? Perfect, perfect. So now you can see my presentation. Let me just shorten the chat window. So there's a lot back and forth that we will do here. Perfect. So guys, today we are talking about social recruiting, and I will not be coming very frequently on chat window. So I'll be coming to chat window, one by one. So once I'll complete the topic, I'll come to the chat window and answer all your questions. Okay, so just keep asking your question. I'm gonna answer each and every question that you're gonna ask me today. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just be ready with your computers. We're certainly gonna do certain exercise, and we'll try to understand what social recruiting is and how we can use it effectively. But before that, I'm sure Chandan has already told you about me. The places where I've worked, total experience that I have. But I want to tell you something. I have been a techie. I did my master's in computers, and then I moved into recruitment, and I didn't have a kind of very linear, career graph. I was I got placed in IBM after my MCA. Then I worked in IBM for 1 year, left the job, started my own agency. So those who are agency recruiters here, guys, I was an agency recruiter in the beginning. I started my own small agency firm with 2-3 of my friends, and we took it to a level of almost 85 consultant firm. And we have been doing, and in 6 years time frame. So we worked. So I started in 2004, and we ran that firm till 2009 when Lehman happened. And I had a kind of very roller coaster journey. So most of you must be very young, but at the time of 2005 to 2009, it was a crazy recruitment period. There was nothing like COVID or something. It was a crazy recruitment and growth period for India, and we did a lot of recruitments. We recruited people like anything, and it was a great experience. And then I moved into corporate side of the recruitment. So and that makes my journey pretty interesting, and I have got to learn a lot from both the end, where I work with reputed firms, and I've been also from last 6 to 7 years, when I learned that the power of recruitment is not just about go to the portal and do certain transactions and make an offer. This is something more than that, guys. We are into the real business. We are something that we are doing real. I hope you all agree to it, right? Are you all agree to me? Like, are we doing real business? Can I see some yes here? Come on, Priya, Ketan, or Gurpreet, everyone. Yes, guys. We are doing some real business, guys. We are into hardcore business. I'm sure many of you must be HR journalist, but still, we are not into a kind of transactional job. We have to really bring in all kind of values elements. And I've also actually figured out a personality of a recruiter, key competencies of a recruiter. So I will not talk about it today, but maybe you can always connect with me, and maybe one day I will be posting my video on what a key competency of a recruiter, that we all should have. And this is what I learned. over my 17 years. And guys, so in 2012, I got that element that I should learn. I should start exploring other platform apart from job portals, and that is where these social media and all the everything comes in, because I started recruiting for various countries: UK, Middle East, Germany, US, an entire APAC region. And when I figure out that recruiting in Japan, recruiting in Indonesia, recruiting in US, these are completely different ball games. While in US, maybe I have certain portals, I have LinkedIn where I can get people. But in a place like Malaysia and Indonesia, I figure out that things are very, very different. I can't find people just on LinkedIn and job portal. I think the best place to find people on in place like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines and Southeast Asia is Facebook. Yeah. Anyone who agree with me or anyone who disagree, can you just write agree? Those who agree with me, can I see some comments here? If you agree with me, just comment agree. Okay, fine. Abhishek, I can see you mentioned agree. Okay, Dinesh. Okay, perfect. I'll talk about it about the social team. I got one question. Okay, anyone who disagree with me? Okay, nobody so far. But if you are nothing, it's good to disagree. We'll get. But today it's a mode of webinar, so we may not be able to talk. But certainly when I do my workshops, guys, I don't do workshop in webinar mode. I do workshops not more than 30 people in a talk to talk, in a one-on-one discussion. And I love sitting and talking to people so that we should be able to sink in into any concept that we are doing. Guys, today I'm here and I'm with you after I've already done more than 200 such sessions for various organizations, not just in India, across the globe, where I've spoken at various forums. If you can see, just last few months, I've been speaking in global forums, Indian forums as well. And I've trained teams like eClerks, Google, Accenture. I've trained such teams. I don't know if any one of you would have been a part of my training. If you are, please do comment and do let me know. Right? Coming to the why, why of social media. I always ask this question because that is important, because whenever I ask my team, or all the time whenever I was asking my team, what is the one tool that you need for all your requirement? If I ask you the same questions, guys tell me, do you think that the job portal would be able to serve all your sourcing requirements? Come on, just say yes or no. Okay, I'm getting no. Okay, I'm getting too many no. Okay, fine, you all agree, perfect. But I'm sure 5 or 6 years back, that was really the case, right? So we had job portals and we have employee referrals. There was nothing else that we really had 6 or 8 years back, because LinkedIn was there, but it was not too effective. Am I right, guys? Right? Do you agree with me? So yeah, perfect. So this is what has changed in last 6 to 7 years. And, we all have to go through with that change. So what really changed, I'll just tell you here. Look at this. These are Facebook numbers. And look at the numbers. These are mind-boggling, guys. The total population of India is 130 crores. And we know that 60% of Indian population is not really studied well. So they are not into the organized job space. So it means there are hardly 50 to 60 crores are there. There are 50 crore mobiles are there. Out of that, we have 30 crore population who's sitting on Facebook. And that makes Facebook a very interesting platform to target your talent. It could be anyone. Maybe you're working for a bank and you're hiring sales guys. Maybe you're working for a jewelry store, maybe Tanishq, and you're hiring counter sales guys. Maybe you're working for a manufacturing industries, you're hiring you're hiring a production engineer, you're hiring some other engineers like welding engineers. Maybe you are in IT and you're hiring Python developer, you're hiring Java developer, or you're hiring architect, you're hiring AWS guys. Guys, no matter what you're hiring, everybody's there on Facebook. And Facebook has a lot of information through which we can find people. Okay. So Nilanjana, metrics is something that I'll not get into today. But certainly one of the metrics is what we look at is the source matrix. It means what is your source to hire. And if you track your source to hire, I have seen that has changed a lot in last 5 to 6 years. Particularly when initially our source to hire was vendors. Our source to hire was internal referrals. Our source to hire was our job portal and some LinkedIn and something, and maybe direct walk-ins, right? But now it has changed completely. Now, what is my source to hire? My source to hire is Facebook. My source to hire is LinkedIn, job portal. My source to hire is Glassdoor. My source to hire is number of job applications that I receive from my campaigns, the campaigns which I run on Google Ad. The source to hire is the direct sourcing that is being done by my team. So it's too many. The metrics, they're not exploding because now the number of platforms have increased a lot. It is not just about Google, Facebook, LinkedIn. It is also about Kaggle, Dribble, GitHub, Stack Overflow, Quora. Guys, I'll keep talking about it. I'll not be able to stop myself. Okay, but look at the numbers in Facebook. As I say, Southeast Asia is a great place to hire from Facebook. But if you look at all other countries, you will really get good population sitting on that. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Nilanjana. Yeah. So look at this numbers here for the LinkedIn. Again, these are very, very new numbers. This is not something old. This is something just a month old. And look at that, 69 million, 7 crore population of India is sitting on LinkedIn. Isn't it amazing? Right? Total organized jobs in India is not more than 22 crores. And out of that, 7 crores, 70 million people are almost sitting on LinkedIn. That makes this platform very, very interesting for us. Look at US, guys, those who are in international hiring. Look at US, 171 million. What is the total population of US? It is just double of it, 34 crores. Half of the population of US. And if you talk about working population, I'll tell you 80% of working population of US is there on LinkedIn. And out of that, 80% of the profile are active. Interesting, isn't it, guys? So friends, this is true for all other countries. Look at Europe, look at others. And that, that tells me, I think you all agree that you all said that now portal would not serve our complete requirement. So we have to have good understanding of various platforms so that we should be able to find the talent that we are looking at. I got something from Dinesh. I would like to answer that. So can HR team use social media to hire the talent on the similar role? Can they bring the talent back in the company through the social media? Okay. So Dinesh, this is very subjective. I'll tell you why it is subjective, because so Charu, I just said that India workforce, it is almost 30 to 40% of Indian workforce. But if you talk about people who are graduate, it is more than 60 to 65%. Right? But Dinesh, this is very subjective because someone who wants to come back is a case. But if you go to the LinkedIn Insights, you will get information on how many, the people who are coming to your organization, they are coming from which organization, and people who are going, they are going where. Okay, and you can track this movement if you are using LinkedIn Recruiter. Certainly that we will not going to cover today, but LinkedIn Recruiter, you can track this, track the movement of the people who are working with you, and based on that, you can take decision to attract the talent, back to your organization. So let's say that majority of my talent, let's say if my company is IBM, is going to Accenture. Okay, if I know this movement, I can always figure out, what is taking them to Accenture. It could be the project, it could be the Accenture is aggressively targeting my particular teams for the project that they are doing it. So it could be any of the reason. As a TA person, you can always figure out strategy with your HR team and hiring managers. What you can do about it? You can make some short-term efforts, and you can also plan some long-term strategies which will help you, your brain drain to some other countries, so some other companies. And so Dinesh, if you are talking about percentage, look, these numbers are always subjective depending on industry, because the percentage for bank and for manufacturing industry would be very different from IT. But if your question is for IT industry, I would say today almost 20 to 25% of the movement of candidate happen because of their availability of, because of their, maybe I would say, visibility on such platform like LinkedIn, Facebook, Glassdoor, or any other platform which is not traditional in nature. So it could be GitHub, Stack Overflow, or others. So if you look at most of the startup hiring, this startup hiring is mostly happening from platform like AngelList, GitHub, Stack Overflow, and those. Okay. So guys, today what is my objective? One is that to introduce you with two or three platforms. One will talk about Google, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And one of my other objective is to tell you few very simple things about these platforms and the kind of important information they can give you. Certainly, understanding how you can search people on these platforms takes its own time. So coming to the sourcing, guys, I'm sure you all know that sourcing is like, a heart of the entire recruitment life cycle, because the way your heart pumps the clean filtered blood to your body. Similarly, sourcing has a responsibility to pump in fresh talent to the entire recruitment life cycle. And if this will stop, guys, everything stops. And you will see everybody's will start cribbing, right from sourcer till the hiring manager, everybody. But if you keep sending really good candidates, trust me, guys, the entire life cycle goes on smooth. So today, as I said, we're gonna talk about especially Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I think you know how to work on job portals. So sourcing is on everywhere. So we are not only talking about learning these tips and tricks, search tricks only on these, but you can apply these everywhere. So now even Naukri is giving you insights. As I said, LinkedIn already give you a lot of insights, and it's not that you need LinkedIn Recruiter to get the insights, guys. I will take you directly to the Google, because we'll do something, and let's start understanding how sourcing works. And especially on social media, because one of the challenge on social media we have is there are too many people there. Okay, there are too many people there, and how to narrow it down, that is what the key. Because sometimes you want to find Java guys, you will get all kind of guys there, right? So let's try to understand how it works. So let's start with you. Okay, so all of you are ready? Can we do this exercise? Okay, so can you all just find yourself on Google? Just try to find yourself on Google, guys. Just go to the Google on your mobile, on your computer, on your laptop, and try to find yourself. And once you are done, just give me yes on the comment section. Come on. I want to see how many of you can do that. Can I see a few yes? Okay, I got it. Few yes. Shashank, Preeti, Charu, Aparajita, Achal, Gurpreet, Thangarajan. Very good. Dinesh, yes, you have been able to find yourself. Manjari, very good. Many of you have been able to find yourself. Okay, can I make it a little tougher? I'm gonna do that. Okay, now you need to find yourself on Google without using your name. Okay, so are we all ready to do that? 1, 2, 3, begin. I want to see more yes if you are able to find yourself on Google without using your name. So it means use your company name, use your college name, use anything that you are working in that is unique about you, but do not use your name. Okay, let's see. Can I see a few yes? Done. Preeti is done. Gurpreet is done. Prashanti, you are done. Mercy, Dinesh, Thangarajan, Charu, Ketan, you all are done. Very good. You got yourself on Google. Very good. Okay, guys, let me make it a little more tougher. Okay, for you. Okay, good, Dinesh. Good, Achal. Let me just quickly go. Now you just need to find you on Google and nobody else without using your name. What do I mean by that? I'll show you. So I hope you all can see my screen, right? I'm here. So look, I am going to Google, and once I'm on Google, I will try to find myself. So for example, one of my previous company was Thomas Cook. Another one was Rangroot, and one of them maybe I have studied in ISB. Let's see if I will get, look. So guys, I am getting 2-3 results. So it's just not me. I'm getting one result which is not relevant. So I'll try to write one more company, my current company. Okay, look at this, guys. I just got 2 results. It's only me. It's just me. Okay. So what I want, guys, I want to see. I want to see just you on Google. So can you just give me yes, those who would be able to find just yourself on Google and nobody else? Just you on Google. It could be you on Facebook. Sharad, you got it. Is it just you? So can you just paste the string that you have used? I got Abhishek, Sharad, you got it. Very good. Very good. Dinesh Kumar, you also got it. Gurpreet, very good. How about others? Guys, how many are we in the room? Let me see. Okay, we are 85. Okay, and Pramesh, you are not able to find just yourself. No worry. Try to use some more word. Go to your LinkedIn profile, Pramesh. Okay, Hariharan, just go to your LinkedIn profile. Try to find out what are the unique keyword that you have on your profile. And based on that, just try to get result that is just you. Okay, Nilanjana, you are getting more results. No worry. Koi baat nahi. I got your profile in Google. Good. Just you. Great. Great, Dinesh. You also got it. Perfect. So many of you have been able to got it. Some of you are not able to get it. Guys, that's okay. Good, Aparajita, right? Guys, this is really good. Friends, let me tell you that those who are not able to get it, it's not rocket science, but this is something that we really need to learn. We need to understand that this is how whenever we are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, we are on Google, this is one challenge that we typically face. Okay, that how to find the relevant 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 30 profile, because usually you get results based on very, very high numbers. Maybe I won't be able to tell you everything in such a short time frame today, but I'll tell you some quick techniques, like I use on LinkedIn to find out very relevant results, because most of the time, when we are working either in an agency or in a corporate, we have a very defined target. So let's say if I'm working in an organization like, let's say, for example, maybe MDocs, I really know the kind of companies I typically hire from. Okay. Nilanjana, hashtag is good, but that is typically we use it on recruitment marketing, where it helps us. Whenever I'm using a hashtag, my purpose is not that so a recruiter using hashtag to find people is a different thing, but hashtag can be used to be able to get targeted visibility. Okay, because I want to be, let's say my post should be visible to all people who are interested in this subject. So I'll use a hashtag. Maybe as a recruiter, I'll use a hashtag to find out people who are using that hashtag. But the hashtag is a very abused way of marketing. So you will get results that may not be very, very relevant to you, Nilanjana. But certainly there are hashtags should be used, but for a different purpose. I'll come to it on that. Not today, but certainly maybe in a detailed workshop, we talk about this a lot. But we'll talk quickly about LinkedIn recruitment. Few things that I use to get direct results, a quick results, where I don't have to get into ocean and cross the channel and reach somewhere. No, I want everything to be on my plate, guys. Normally, what happened that I am, from last 6 or 7 years, I've been a part of leadership. And most of the time, I'm sure you all agree, we need, as a recruiter, we are always very busy, right? We need information right in the hand. We are in the meeting with the hiring manager and they need such information within 5 minutes from us, isn't it? Is that the case, guys? Can I see some responses? Most of the time, your managers, your hiring managers, everybody wants information in 5 minutes from you, isn't it? Now the challenge is how to get that information, right? Every time we just can't go to portal and create the market intelligence in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But guys, there are ways. As we know, LinkedIn, it's 2 minutes. That's true, Ishan. So what happened that LinkedIn, we all know that it has got almost 80% of the working population. So that means that it can get us information which would be quite reliable. We can quickly get some information and get things like that. And how to do that? Maybe I'll just quickly take you to few places. Let's look at Google. So there are various scenarios. So I'll just give you 2-3 scenarios and we'll try to find out. So maybe first I'll tell you first scenario about the LinkedIn. Okay, so let's go to linkedin.com. And usually what happens when I'm on LinkedIn, whenever I'm sitting somewhere, I always have to find out what kind of resource is available at my competition. Okay, and we all use a very simple technique on LinkedIn. It means one is that we will try to find out the kind of people available in any company. So let's assume that I'm working in a bank, let's say called HDFC Bank, and I want to find out how many people are working in Axis Bank and what kind of people they are. So I'll go to Axis Bank, and usually I'm sure many of you must be using it, but I'm sure that I will try give you some combination and you would be able to understand what I want to say. So now I came to the company page of Axis Bank, and I can see there are around 63,000 employees. Guys, if I'll click on this link, one of my challenges, I'll get the list. And it's very difficult to understand the entire dynamics of the company with these results. So I will not go here. I would rather prefer to go to the link which is known as people on the left, right? And now I'm here on the people. And guys, that is where I get the LinkedIn insights. Those are free of cost to me. I'm sure a couple of you must have visited it before. Those who are not, those who have visited it also, we'll do something here. You will see some magic here. So guys, you can see that I can clearly see majority of Axis Bank people are working in India. They're working in Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata. I can see them by location. I can also see them if I click on next, what domain they are in. I see 12,000, almost 11,000 people are into sales. If I add BD also, I see 15 to 16,000 people in sales. Rest of them are into the different domain. Then I know what they have studied before. So you can see almost 1,300 people studied HR here. And what are they skilled at? So they are skilled in team management and so many things. Let's say I want to be more specific. I'm typically looking for people who understand credit, right? So maybe I've just mentioned credit in search within search. And you can see I got around 8,000 people. And now I can see their what they do. I can see 600 people do operation. Some of them are into sales and this. I can be a little more specific. I can write things like underwriting. Okay, so that's where you will see I'll get mostly people who are from the operation side on the top, right? So I got 593 operation. I can see it here. And then I get some bifurcation here also. Like people who are into loan. And guys, I can go one by one. So I can go to credit analysis just by clicking this. And then I can see in India, total number of people who are into credit are this. In Ahmedabad, there are 70 people. So let's say if I'm hiring in Ahmedabad, I have been able to narrow it down. Look at this. So I got 70 people who are kind of credit manager. Look at that. All of them are credit manager. So this is how I've been able to narrow down my results company by company. Now, the kind of queries I have. Usually what kind of queries I will be having. Let's say if I will be asked things like, look, we want to hire Python developer maybe in Hyderabad. So tell us from which companies we can hire Python developers who should also know Hadoop. Okay, so this is a kind of little tricky position. So what I'll do, I will write Python Hadoop jobs. Simple. Okay. So you can see the blue bar here. Once I see the blue bar, this means that this is all about Google for jobs. I've clicked on this bar and I can see Python Hadoop jobs. And I want this in Hyderabad. So I will say Hyderabad. Okay, and I will say. So guys, you can see in Hyderabad, I've got all these jobs, right? So this is from Google for jobs. So before that, I will go ahead. I want to see the chat window and I want to see how many people have seen Google jobs before or worked on Google for jobs. Come on. Okay, I see 2 no. Okay, couple of you yes, couple of you not. Okay, guys, I love Google for jobs for one simple reason. That's the reason why we love Google is that Google for jobs gives you information that no other search engine can give you. Okay, because Google for jobs is coming from Google. It typically crawl over all the website. It crawl over LinkedIn, Glassdoor, company career website, some portals like Shine, Hirist and other as well. It gives you all kind of jobs. So if you really want to do market intelligence, if you want to understand what kind of companies are hiring where, this is the best place to come. Look what I'm doing. So I'm going to employer, and I can clearly see the kind of companies who are recruiting Python and Hadoop guys in Hyderabad. And if I would remove consultant, for example, if I'll just use computer services, and if I'll go to employer, look at this, guys. I got specific name of companies who are recruiting Python and Hadoop guys in Hyderabad. And guys, the good thing about this, Hyderabad, I know, because let's say I'm from India, I know what is, no, Ranisha, this is for, particularly for finding companies or finding jobs, right? But I'll come to it. We can find candidates elsewhere, don't worry. So Python Hadoop jobs, let's say, I know Hyderabad, but maybe you don't know Manila, right? Maybe you have not traveled to Manila, or you are not familiar to what is Manila market. And that is where, this thing becomes very interesting. So let's say if your company is opening a new ODC or maybe new data center out there in Manila, and you need to hire such people. So what I'll do is I'll just go to Manila, and now I know company like IBM, CIMB, NTT 77, they are recruiting Python Hadoop guys in Manila. And I can change some locations. I can make it 100 kilometer. I think being a recruiter, most of you are advanced recruiters. You all can do this, right? You can look for full-time company type. Okay, all kind of permutation combination is what you can apply. What is important is you get the kind of names that is very difficult to do it elsewhere. Okay, so I'm sure you will use Google for jobs to get these company names for market intelligence. But what is more interesting is that if I combine this with what I did on LinkedIn just now. So for example, if I look at entity data, they're hiring for Python guys. So I'll just go to entity data on LinkedIn. Okay, and specifically I'll go to Philippines. So look, I know that entity data exists. So there I see two companies there. Okay, so but I'll just click on here, the parent company. Okay, I'll go to people on the left hand side. Okay, and then I can write the location, or maybe I can write the company. Maybe I'll just mention Manila. Okay, I don't get anything here. Maybe Manila company could be different. Philippines. Can I get it? No, I didn't get anything. Maybe I'm writing a wrong spelling. Can I see Philippines as a location here? No, there are very few people available in entity data in Philippines. Again, there were 4 that we saw there. So maybe we need to look at which company has the majority. So maybe I'll look at IBM. Okay, so I'll just go to IBM. Okay, and then IBM, I'll go to people, and I'll look for country like maybe a city like Manila. Okay, I got around 5,000 employees in Philippines. Okay, majority of them are in capital region, so that's good. That means they are in Manila. And now if I want to find out people who know Python, I'll click on Python. Look at this, guys. I have got majority of this. IT leadership. Maybe I'll just go back and so I'll click on Philippines. I'll remove Manila. So I got 163 employees, guys, who are just Python. Look at that. 102 knows Python. So look at that. So this is a very short, if I do it through search, if I try to find it using this search, this is a little longer discussion. I'll not get into this today. But if I do it through this, it will take a long time. It will be very difficult to really be able to find out everyone. But doing it through this way is more structured. I can get this information like that, because if I'm sitting in a meeting with my CEO or hiring manager, I'll just tell him, I know there are 4 or 5 companies who have this kind of resource. I need to do some deep dive, and I would be able to tell you. But I know in IBM there are around 100 to 150 people available. Okay, so this is how you can get this market intelligence. You can do it not just for IT, you can do it for non-IT companies, you can do it for engineering companies, all kind of companies, guys. And this is what I love about LinkedIn. I want to tell you, so how many do you think, guys, you're going to use it? So can Can I see some comments, or if you have any questions related to it, you can feel free to ask us. Okay, so I know Nitya will gonna use it, Ishan will use it, Prasanti will use it. Okay, Ranisha will use it. For perfect, Charu, perfect, Aparajita, great, Hariharan, Monali, all of you will gonna use it. Perfect, guys, use it. Those who are facing your interview next day or next week, guys, show this to the manager. If they wouldn't know about it, okay, Swati is super happy about it. Perfect, perfect. So guys, I'm telling you, if the interviewer wouldn't know about it, he would love to know this. He would love to hear this from you. So tell him or her about these techniques in your interview, and they're gonna blown away for that. Okay, so I'll come to another thing that I love about LinkedIn, which I want to tell you today. Okay, so one of you asked me that, can I find people? How can I find people? Yeah, Abhishek, this is quite feasible, very quick. One of you asked me question before, can I find people using that? Guys, if you look at that, I'm finding people using it. Okay, when I'm combining both, and I'm able to get very targeted thing. Guys, you can find it people from here also. You can find it from Google also. We'll come to it. It's a longer discussion. It is not. I've not scheduled this discussion for today, because of the time constraint. But yes, I have something more interesting to tell you. Okay, all of you are ready? Can I see some yes? Till the time I will yes. Okay, till the time I'll just have a glass of water. Okay, I see few yes coming in. Okay. Come on, all of you are there, right, with me? Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's good to have you. Thanks, Kapil, Beena, Neelam, Achal, Preeti. Thanks a lot. Guys, so let me tell you one more interesting thing about LinkedIn is what I love is the alumni section of LinkedIn. So before I go to that, I want to ask you, how many of you have explored alumni section of the LinkedIn to find people? Come on. Okay, not yet. Okay, not explored. Many of you have not done it. Okay. No worry, guys. Guys, this is available free of cost. Great Ruby, not yet. Okay, most of you have not heard about it or don't even know that. Guys, this is available free of cost, and it gives you kind of people, and that brings me to the another side of it. Heard about it? Very good, Achal. Very good, Neelam. So, guys, what happened that that brings me to a very fundamental question, and that fundamental question is, why do we go to campus? And one of the reasons why, let's say, for example, because I've done a lot of campus recruitment, not just in India but everywhere across the globe, have recruited from all kind of institute, from different pedigree, and what I learned that campus hiring is a kind of culture hiring. Will you all agree with me? Campus hiring is a culture hiring. It's not skill hiring. So I'm also writing in the comment along with you, right? It's not skill hiring, right? So what happened that campus hiring, I don't do campus hiring just for the sake of I'll go to the campus and I'll hire 10, 15, 20, 100 people, right? Normally, I prefer going to a particular campus. Sometimes I go to the campus where my founder has studied, right? Because my founder came from a certain culture and he wants people to come from that culture. If you look at any company across the world, you will see that, let's say company which is based out in, let's say, Toulouse in France. Let's look at company like Airbus. You will find out in Airbus, almost 30 to 40% of the population in Airbus coming from Toulouse. Okay, you will not believe me? Don't worry. If you know Hindi, it is being said that Hath Kangan or Ko RC ke types, right? I don't remember it correctly. But if you look at Airbus, let's say I'm just taking a company name randomly here. We can look at other companies. If you look at Airbus and if you go to people, right, you will see, okay, so there are a lot of people working in India also. Majority of them are in finance, and out of that, majority of them are from Toulouse. It means from the same university. Guys, I've recruited a lot in airline industry. And I'll tell you that I've seen that people who have studied from Toulouse, they're working in all the companies which are based out in Toulouse. Similarly, it happens everywhere in India also. So whenever I'm going to alumni or I'm going to campus, I'm hiring for culture. And that, as a recruiter, as a corporate recruiter, or as an agency recruiter, you should really know when you're hiring people that uh, what is the background of people. Like if you go to a place like, let's say, Ola or Flipkart, or if you go to a place like White Hat, for example, you will see in Ola, since they come from IITM background, the founders like Bhavin, they always want people to come from this background. Okay, so let's say if he is coming from IIT Bombay, they would like to hire more people from IIT Bombay. Okay, so if the startup is Flipkart, Sachin Bansal, if he is coming from a certain background, maybe IIM Indore, he would like to hire more people from IIM Indore. So guys, in those cases, if you're working for those companies or for those assignments, what you can do is very simple. Is I hope you all can see my screen, right? Okay, can you see? Can I see? Can you see my browser? I'm on a LinkedIn right now. Can you see that? Yes, I see. Thank you, Priya. Thank you for letting me know. So, guys, what I will do is, let's say I'm looking for people from IIT Bombay. So, what I'll do is I'll write Indian Institute of Bombay. Simple. And guys, I can clearly see there are 46,000, almost 47,000 alumni is available on LinkedIn from IIT Bombay. Okay, let's assume that I'm looking forward to hire. So I will go to alumni on the left hand side, like the way I went to people when I was going to the company page. So I'm now on a school page of Indian Institute of Technology. I'm at alumni section, and look at that. I'm getting similar statistic here for IIT Bombay also. Okay, so let's say I'm getting this, like what they do, what they are skilled at. But let's assume that I want to hire data scientists, and my company has mandated that we need to hire only mostly people from IIT Bombay or IIT Kanpur, let's say. So I would say I'm looking for data scientist. I'll just click here and you will see the 1390. But now the challenge is there is somebody who passed out in 1979. I don't need them. That's one facility that LinkedIn provides you. You can look at, if you're looking for young people, I can write something like, I'm looking for people who are passed out between 2014 to 2018. And guys, you can see that I got 63 pretty young alumni right here who are data scientists. I can be a little more specific, like maybe in place of 2014, I can write maybe 2016. So I got even much younger alumni of IIT Bombay who are currently working as data scientists. And I can further, guys, if you know Boolean search, you can run a complete Boolean search here and you can get very specific kind of people that you are looking at from IIT Bombay. And this is true for all colleges. So it means it's not just IIT Bombay. I can even, if I'm looking for people, let's say from Singapore Management University, okay, if let's say I need to hire people from Singapore Management University, let's say for IoT, okay, I'm looking for IoT consultants, okay, strategy consultants. So all I have to do is I will write IoT strategy consultant, and I'm looking for typically people with 6 to 8 years of work experience. So I will write 2012 to 2014. Simple. Look, I got 161 alumni from Singapore Management University who are from IoT. And look at that. If I want people in a particular domain like consulting, I got specifically 13 resource from consulting background for the kind of requirement I have. Friends, this works not just for the top universities, it also works for the university, those are being listed here. So it works for universities, let's say if you want to find people from Nirma, or maybe you want to find people from Balaji, there's one Balaji college, Balaji Institute, I don't know what is that. Okay, so look at that. So I got all kind of institute here, but remember that you will click on the school here, so maybe if I'm looking for SRM University, okay, so I'll get people from SRM University also. So look at that, 1,17,000 alumni from SRM. So I hope, do you have any questions to know? Okay, so how to know if they are in the budget of CTC? Vinay, in that case, it really depends. One thing, good thing about when you are trying to find people from college is that you know the pedigree. So if I know if I'm hiring from IIT Bombay, I know the people who the kind of budget or the kind of salary they would have got. If I'm looking for 4-year kind of IIT guy, I know the kind of salary they must be getting by now. Even if you have confusion about it, just go to the job portal, find out IIT Bombay 2018 pass out guys. Look at the average salary that they are getting. Just average out with 10, 15 people, you will get it. Okay, so one, I got it from Harsh also. One of the major challenge of LinkedIn is that it is too time consuming as contact number are generally. Harsh, I want to tell you that, now the world has changed, now it is finding contact details, especially email ID is not a big deal, right? And there are tools that we work on that typically help us get the complete details. So we may not be able to do it today, but there are tools like Seekout, HighRitual, Lusha. There are too many. Those are typically they're new age ATS, and they will give you the complete contact details and everything. So it's not time consuming at all, Harsh. It looks like so, but let me tell you, if you start using those tools, you'll figure out that this is much easier. And once you know the technique, because right now I'm trying to take you through, the way like through different, one by one step. But if you know how to reach out everywhere through Google, you would be able to do it very, very quickly. Okay. Yeah. So maybe in one of the slide, I'll tell you, and you can take a screenshot of that, Neelam. Right. So that's why, I'm saying in social recruiting, it is not just about knowing how to find people on LinkedIn. This is about understanding end to end. It is about finding people on not just on LinkedIn, but finding them on all various possible platforms, including a platform like Quora. Okay. Mansi, I'll show you a slide. You can take a screenshot for that. Okay. And so that slide is there in my presentation today. So I'll show it to you. Now the time is 5:58. Chandan, how much time do we have now? We still have around 15-20 minutes with us, right? Guys, are you all okay if I take it to another 15 to 20 minutes? Okay, all are ready. Thank you, Ishan, for your comment. I really love that. Yeah, so if you got benefited, nothing like that.
Till 6:30.
Okay, that's really great. Thank you, Chandan. Thanks a lot. I thought it'll be around 6:15, so I thought to ask you.
We have 30 minutes.
Thank you. Okay, so guys, what we just did on LinkedIn, guys. Another thing that I want to tell you quickly, which I love working on, is Google. All of you are working on Google, right? Now I want to hear from you. Have you heard about Google Advanced Search? Or have you used that? Okay, some of you, yes, some of you know. Okay. So LinkedIn Advanced. No, Abhishek, so we are talking about Google Advanced. So this is sometimes, yes. So guys, Google Advanced is very interesting, and those who don't know Boolean, those who are still struggling in, creating very complex Boolean, no worry guys, you have Google Advanced Search. You can go to Google Advanced Search and you can find a lot of information here. Can you see I'm on Google Advanced Search now? Okay. So Abhishek, no worry, just come here, see that it is Google Advanced Search here, and you can see that we can search now through a Naukri kind of form, right? So, okay, my screen is not visible. Just a minute, guys. Let me just reshare it in that case. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Perfect. So, look, what I did exactly, on Google, I've just, put Google Advanced Search. Okay, and here I am. So here I am on Google Advanced Search. And guys, this is just like a Naukri form for us. All these words, any of these words, none of the word, right? We all know this. This is very simple. One of the very interesting part of the Google Advanced Search is, if you know how to use Google Advanced Search, you will learn a lot of things. Like you will learn X-ray search like that. It's very easy. But I'll not get into it because this is a very, very deep, we have to really deep dive once I'll get into it. But I will leave it to you to explore. But what I'll tell you today is very simple things. Like you can find, for example, if you are looking for some candidates resumes, you can find out them using that file type. So for example, if I'm looking for people resumes, maybe I'll just use Adobe PDF because most of the resumes are in PDF. I will say Python, okay, and maybe I'll just type resume, okay. Look, there is more technical way to find people, but since I don't want to deep dive a lot, but you will see that all of the files that I'm getting here are PDF file. I'll just tell you a quick trick. If you write gmail.com, idea is you will get more relevant CVs, right? And maybe you can write location also. Let's say you are looking for resumes in Pune. So look at that. I'm getting 42,800 results. And look at that. I'm started getting resumes. Can you all see that? Okay. So Dinesh, job seeker, ask him to use Google for jobs to find jobs. Okay. Or maybe you can get in touch with me on my personal window on LinkedIn. I will explain you that. But look at that, guys. I have been able to find Python resume with just very simple things that I have written on Google Advanced, right? Guys, you can do a lot on Google, right? I will leave this with the thought, with the complete Google Advanced search thought with you, because today I also want to tell you something more interesting. Exactly, Abhishek, that's true. That's much easier, but that doesn't mean that you would not need to learn Boolean, because Boolean is a fundamental, guys. If you really want to be a social media recruiter, you need to learn Boolean very, very well. You need to know how you can create complex strings, okay? Because in my workshop, I do workshop for something called customized Google search engine. It means you can create your own search engine. And guys, let me tell you, I'm not a techie. I was a techie 15 years back. I'm a hardcore recruiter. Okay, I've been into talent acquisition. Don't mistaken me that I come from I'm a Python developer and coming to you and telling you some tricks and tricks. No, I'm here to tell you some real solutions. And I'll tell you one more thing about, it's very important that you should know that. Friends, I'll tell you, like in my early career, when I was just 24-year-old, started my own agency, I think I got really good success. And one of the reasons why I got my success those days, because I knew how to use job portals and the entire emails, merged emails, and all my technology very effectively. Largely my success really depended on that, because I knew this much better than almost 90% of the other recruiters in India. And I'm talking about this in 2004. Okay, and the way I was using job portals, nobody else was even thinking about it. Even Naukri was not thinking about it those days. I remember I bought Naukri for 2 years directly, and they said nobody has bought Naukri for 2-3 years in one deal. I did it because I knew how I can leverage it and use it. Guys, my success completely depended on how I leveraged the technology when I was there in 2004. Friends, in last 5 or 6 years, my success largely depended on how much now I know how I can leverage technology. Okay, so guys, tomorrow your job will remain not because you make better rangolis, right? It is more because how you can leverage technology to deliver. Now nobody will gonna come to office, right? Okay, thank you, Ishan. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'm flattered, right? Okay, guys, look at the comment that Ishan made. All of you. Okay, this is for me. I'll take a screenshot for that. I've taken that. Perfect. So friends, I want to tell you that today my success and your success is completely depend on how you take technology, how quickly you accept it, how quickly you leverage it, how quickly you deliver it for your company. Okay, so let me tell you one more interesting platform which I promised you today, even though we have very less time, but still I hope you all can see my screen, right? Is it visible? No, it's not visible. Just a minute, let me share it again. Okay, my screen is visible to you all, right? Okay, can I see? No, you can't. Okay, hey Hariharan, yeah, perfect, thank you. So guys, one more platform, Google Advanced Search, I'm leaving it here. I'm leaving it to you to explore. Certainly, if you come and meet me in some of my detailed workshop, I really spend a lot of time on Google Advanced Search for the beginners, right? Coming to another platform that we all love is Facebook, right? We all are there on Facebook, right? Anyone here who is not on Facebook? Anyone here who, okay, I see a couple of you not on Facebook. Yes, yes, because you are on Instagram, right? You must be young, who think that Facebook is not required anymore. But trust me, guys, as a recruiter, just be there. Because the Instagram has its own limitation in terms of finding people. Even though people are there, I can do a lot of campaigns on Instagram. So I use Instagram more for running my campaigns and fetching applications. Okay, but certainly Instagram is not a place where I can find people. Perfect, Ruby. So LinkedIn is must place, and so is Facebook. Why? I'll tell you. So maybe I would like to see some responses from you guys. Guys, tell me in how many ways you can use Facebook as a recruiter. Okay, can I see some responses quickly from you? What all you can do on Facebook to get more application or to find more talent? Can I see some comments? Sourcing, posting, very good, Priya. What else? Posting jobs, create groups, post job, very good. Facebook groups, very good. Employee referral, very nice, Anshul. Advertise jobs, reference, campaigning, employer branding, very good, Niranjana, very good, Ishan. Yes, Manjari, join group, very good, join group, good. So I think you good that you saved my time here, because one thing that Facebook has, we all love, is the groups. Facebook has a lot of groups. If you look at my profile, and you can see that I'm the part of so many groups here, right? And if I would search Facebook for any kind of group, if I want to join Python, even for Python, I'll get too many groups here. See that number of groups, 155,000 members, 450,000 members. It's mind-boggling. Numbers are huge. All you have to do is to join it. You are a recruiter. You can post jobs on the groups, and they happily accept it. Okay, and and trust me, response is also very good. Sometimes response is not relevant, but that's okay. But still, you get really good response. But that is the case everywhere. It's not just here, but even if you're posting a job on Naukri, only 5% of the applications are relevant. But leave it. But groups is one of the really good way to reach out to people, and you will get a lot of traction. And once you are a part of that group, you can post a lot of things on the group. I think one way we are using Facebook is we are posting some jobs on our wall, and we are doing it. Okay. Another way of using Facebook is that I want to tell you is, anyone here who has used Facebook, who has done job posting on Facebook. Okay, I'm not saying posting jobs on Facebook. I'm saying doing a job posting on Facebook. Gaurangi, you have done that. Perfect. So guys, job posting on Facebook is fairly a new feature. Like you can see, one of the talent acquisition training, we have 221 unread job application. It means what I've done is, when we have gone to our page on Recruiton, I have posted a job. Okay, so what I did is, I went to the manage jobs, and remember guys, you will not be able to do it through your own personal login. You would be able to do it only when you will create one page, and on that page you can do it. So it means if you are in a company, please ask an access to the Facebook, access of Facebook page of your company, so that you can post jobs, or ask somebody else to post the job, and then you can create a job. The way you create an event or any other post, you can create a job. You can place job title, you can write job location, job description, salary range, and the very good thing is that it also gives you some filtered questions like Naukri. So you can ask some questions, and based on that you can later filter it as well, and then you can post a job. Okay, so this is fairly a new feature, very effective guys, and one of the reasons why it is effective, I'll tell you. Guys, what happened that whenever we are posting these jobs on Facebook, one option that Facebook provides us, right, Priya? So I'm coming to it. So what happened that in Facebook we have an option, we can boost the post. It means, I'm sure you must be getting a lot of posts on Facebook, which typically says that where the sponsored is written. Okay, so these posts are sponsored posts. It means somebody has paid some money to the Facebook to sponsor those posts. Okay, so what I can do is I can post these things here. So for example, there is a post here, right? I'm hiring interns and I want to boost it. so I can boost it. And what is most important thing here, before that I would like to ask you a question. Guys, how many of you think that the diversity hiring is becoming very, very important for your companies and clients? Is it totally yes, Neelam? Okay, and how many of you think, apart from job portal, do you think that LinkedIn gives you any help in terms of diversity hiring? Yeah, because you can't find people by male, female on LinkedIn, or even in other forms of diversity, right? Right. So no worry, Neelam. If you try it out, you will figure out that. But one thing that I love about Facebook is you can boost your post specifically to your target audience. It means you can boost your post only to women, for example, because in India, diversity is more about hiring women. Okay. So I think this is one of the great channel. If you want to hire women, you can boost your post. The cost is very less. Another thing that you can boost your post with the interest. So let's say if I want to boost my post to people who are so let's say who are disabled, so you will see that I can boost my post to the people who are related to any of these. Okay, and that means that I can boost my post specific to my audience who I want to hire. So it could be related to age. As you can see, I can divide by age, location, interest, men, women, both, all. Even LGBT option is not there still, but still I think, I don't know if it is available on this, just a minute, let me just check if it is available on interest. Okay, so if I would click on LGBT, look, I'm getting it by LGBT also. Isn't it interesting, guys? Come on, give me a thumbs up, give me something to cheer up. You can find people by diversity on Facebook, right? You raised hand. Perfect, perfect. Yeah. Look, I love these platforms. Thank you, Achal. Thanks a lot. Look, I love these platforms for various reasons, because you can do so much. You can find so much out there, And guys, that is why I love Facebook. And that doesn't end here. That doesn't end here. There's another thing that you can do on Facebook. You can directly find people on Facebook. You can directly find people on Facebook. Again, this is something we have to deep dive, but I'll give you a quick glimpse of that. If you go to my profile, for example, okay, so guys, this is my personal profile. So just apology for seeing some personal stuff here. So guys, you can see that I'm writing my designation. Okay, I'm writing who I was before. I'm writing about my college, my schools. I've studied. I live in Pune. I'm from Gwalior. It means if I have this information, that clearly means you would also be able to find me using that information. Okay, it means if you know Boolean search, if you know X-ray search, so if you go to Google advanced search, okay, so let's say if I go to Google advanced search, I'm just showing you a glimpse, guys. I was not planning to do it today, but let's do that, because I'm finding all of you very active, so I thought I should do this. So if I'm going to Google advanced search, and if I write facebook.com here, simple, guys, I'm doing something very simple. Okay, and let's say I'm looking for people who are Python developer. Okay, so let's say Python developer, simple. I'm not doing anything else. facebook.com Python developer. Guys, look, I've got around 5,05,000 results. All of the results are coming only from Facebook. If you see, it means there is no result which is outside the Facebook. If you actually, if you actually go even to the 10th page, you will see Facebook results. But one of the challenge in these results is I'm getting results, but these are not the profile. It means there may be some post about Python, or maybe a group or something. So what I will do here, I will write things like lives in Pune. And if I will click on this, guys, look, I've got in Pune, I've got 140 Python developer here. Can you see the names? Okay, they all live in Pune. Swapnil Pandit, ASDS. How many of you find that interesting? Yep. So I saw a few saying Thanks. Interesting. Right, interesting. So that I know you are responding to this only. Okay, I saw some of, okay. Yep, you can search on Facebook directly. No, so Priya, one of the challenge in Facebook directly is, thank you for writing so many interesting comments. Keep writing so that I know that you guys have been able to understand what I'm saying. So Priya, to answer your questions, if you do it on Facebook directly, one of the challenges, it will limit your results based on your network, because that is how social media networks are made. If you really want good results, you have to do it through Google. So and okay, Instagram. So Renisha, one of the challenge with Instagram is, this is not the plan for today, but one of the challenge with Instagram is people don't write who they are on Instagram. So if they are not writing who they are, it's very difficult to find them on Instagram. Am I right? So it's important. We can only find people on any platform if they would mention who they are, right, on those platforms. So, but still, I know how to use. Normally, in my detailed workshop, I spend a lot of time in telling you how these things works. So, guys, many of you ask me. You can take a screenshot of this particular slide, which typically talks about various platforms and slides, tools like HighRitual, Seekout, which typically provide you end-to-end, recruitment from various social media. And it's not only about Facebook, GitHub. There are more than 55 million developers available on GitHub. 55 million developers, guys. This is huge. Okay, then there are so many Chrome extensions. There is a data science community like Kaggle. There is a designer community like Dribble, Behance. There's a place like Quora. Okay. So yes, Neelam, I'll tell you about the workshop also. Thank you for asking that. So friends, normally, I do 3 kind of workshops, which is scheduled on December. One we call is SCRP, another one is SCTAP, and the one is ARW. SCRP is a certification. These are certification workshop. They are like Scale On Certified Recruitment Professional, and you have to go through with an online certification exam, and then only you get the certification after the workshop. And in and it's an 8-day workshop, if you see. So, and each workshop is defined by the just a minute, let me go. Each workshop is defined by the kind of people who can come to these workshops. So SCRP is like as I say, SCRP, SCTAP are certification workshop, but ARW, which is Advanced Recruitment Workshop, is a 1-day workshop, and you get a completion certificate in this workshop. Okay, and as you can see in SCTAP and ARW, we are looking for at least 5 years of work experience, because these are very advanced workshop. Okay, perfect. I'll just minimize the chat window. Okay, so I can't see you on your chat right now, but in the end of this, I can answer your questions if you have any. I have Chandan also with me. He can also ask that. Okay, so friends, you can see that these workshops are of different duration. Where SCRP is for beginners, it is for 8 days. And here, we are talking about a lot of things. I'll tell you what we typically do. And these workshop dates are also mentioned here. If you want, you can also take the screenshot of this, slide of dates. And guys, I'll tell you the cost of the workshop also. Typically, this is the cost, but I'm really very happy about getting collaborated with DigitalHR. Because I can't help, because these workshops require my lot of inputs and my time, so I have to keep the cost like that. But DigitalHR is with us, and they are actually sponsoring this program for participant to help our HR community. And because of DigitalHR, there is a discounted cost of this, which is like 3999, 499, and 1599. So if you see in SCRP, they are almost supporting with almost 70 to 80% of the overall cost of the program. In SCTAP, it is 50% because this is for experienced one, and ARW, it is almost 30 to 35% that they are supporting him. Guys, SCRP workshop modules is typically for beginners. So if you see, I have 2 more trainers in this workshop with me, where we talk about in detail about various ATS, applicant tracking systems, AI tools, Chrome extension. We talk about HRMS. We talk about all sourcing techniques. We talk about social recruiting on various platforms. We talk about talent analytics like MS Excel, Power BI, how we can generate different reports from ATS, how we can create dashboard. We talk about operations like how to do job posting, vendor management, screening interview, compensation. Guys, this is not a theoretical program. Like you saw in last 1 hour, I believe in doing something practical. I do not come from a teaching community, right? So I'm not a teacher. I'm somebody who has been a head of talent acquisition. I know the kind of people we need in the industry today. And I want to prepare those kind of people. Like I want to prepare people for university recruitment, recruitment marketing, which is a very, very important subject today. So this is for SCRP. It means for the beginners. And the total, I along with SCRP, I give you 3 more workshop completely free of cost. Okay, because I very strongly believe that apart from that, you need to do certification. You need to understand these 2 things also. It means international hiring and strategy as well. Okay, and I thank you for raising hands, guys. I look forward to see you there, guys. I would also like to tell you about ARW. So this is a 1 day workshop. This is a little advanced one. Those who are 5+ year of who have 5+ year of work experience should join this. But let me tell you guys, if you have no experience in social recruiting, I would always suggest you to join the SCRP. But ARW is something that people who have some idea about recruitment, they should come and join this. Okay. And guys, if you look at these 3 workshops, you can contact Miss Madhushri and you can take a screenshot of this. I also have Chandan with me. Chandan, would you like to say anything here?
Yes, thanks Yogesh for giving this opportunity. But before it, let me congratulate and thank you. You have made us learn and understand the process of recruitment through the strong pillars of social media so easily and so comfortably. So thank you so much, Yogesh, for making us understand that. And yes, for the attendees over here, just as Yogesh told that there is certain discounting going on. So, being a leading community in academia, digital HR, we are a non-profit organization, and we look for certain collaboration opportunities from the HR leaders like Yogesh ji, and the discounting part is been borne by digital HR, and this is an extended discount offer which we are extending to the people who are looking to attend this event. So.
Thank you, Chandan. I would also like to add here. Thanks a lot for telling that. This particularly SC-Tab workshop. Normally, we already have this batch full, so we have only 5 or 6 people who can come and join this. So yeah, so that's why I've not mentioned detail about SC-Tab, which we are doing on 19th and 20th. So I just wanted to add on. But people who want to register, they can always connect with Chandan and Miss Madhushri for this. Right. So thank you, Chandan, for supporting the cause, because this is really helping my participant in terms of saving the money at the end of the day. Yeah.
In fact, we have shared the links in the chat box for both the programs. So people who are interested, they may definitely visit the links of SC-Tab and SCRP.
Okay. Perfect. So great. So should I, guys? I hope you would have taken a screenshot here, and now I can answer some of your questions if you have any, either related to the workshop or related to the work, or related to the session that we had today. So I see some few comments. Okay. Thank you, Ishan. And guys, if you want to give me any feedback here, I would love to receive it, because that's why we are working so hard. So thank you, Manjari. Thanks a lot. I look forward to see you in any of my workshop. So thank you, Manjari. Okay, thank you, Nandita. Thank you for your kind words. Thanks. So I hope, Chandan, it was useful enough. So
absolutely, sir. Without saying, it goes that thank you for enlightening us. It was very nice session. I may definitely say in the era of digitalization, it was not. You made it interactive wherever it's possible, sir. Through maybe chat box, through the responses. I loved from start to the beginning.
Yeah, usually, I do my workshop only on a workshop mode. I don't, because doing it on a chat mode and this, I sometimes feel कि नहीं मजा नहीं आ रहा है, right? And I usually keep participants also very limited. But I really enjoyed this today. I think because the audience was, thank you audience, because you were so active and you're so good that I really enjoyed it. Hey, hi Amit Das, how are you? Good to see you here. If I'm not wrong, I know you, right? So Amit has just joined. So yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot, Pradeep. So everyone, so thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for being so active. Thank you for keeping me alive. Okay. So thank
Definitely.
you, Chandan. Yeah.
Yes,
Is there anything else from my end?
so I just, my backend team to just share the feedback link so that we can receive the
Perfect.
feedback how the session was, and we can definitely. So thank you so much, Yogeshji. We look forward to to have more of such sessions with you, and definitely we'll be pulling in more people from not only from India but even from abroad. We'll be doing some
Hmm.
activities where we're pulling more people, and definitely such kind of initiatives where you are guiding us and helping us to understand the recruitment techniques becoming more easier, just sitting on chairs through the help of social media, is definitely helpful for each and everybody who is looking for a job and who is applying for job.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Chandan.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
giving me this opportunity. Thank you all. Thanks. Bye.
Yes.
Take care, everyone. Yeah.